Your favorite fat boys.
Man on the track, bitch!
What's up, everybody? It's favorite fat boy Jarron.
Stefan, a.k.a. Mayhem, a.k.a. Captain Nostalgia, a.k.a. How long we been doing this?
That's a real question. This is what, 15th episode?
Yeah, this is episode 15.
Who knew it lasted this long?
I didn't.
Oh. Well, what you told me was I'm only going to be invested if you keep up with it. So I had to
This is
keep
very
up.
true.
So
I only gonna put in the energy that you put in.
Right. So I've been putting energy into it. I've been invested, and it's been very beneficial for me to keep up with, and I enjoy doing it with you. So thank you.
Not a problem.
So this episode, it's gonna be a bit of a recap episode. Gonna give a couple updates on my health. Gonna talk about some of my favorite moments from the podcast so far, and then Stefan has compiled some funny moments, over the past 15 episodes. So y'all enjoyed that. So we're gonna dive right into my health update here. I finally got my appointment for me get evaluated for the transplant. So that date is on October 4th, and it's just pretty much like the first step of me possibly getting a transplant. So, and I want to take this episode to really kind of talk about more of my my health in general, because I don't think y'all already know how fucked up I am.
He's super fucked up.
Right. So we're gonna start with back in 2017. Actually, go back further than that. In 2019, no, I'm sorry, in 2009. If I say 29. In 2009, I had congestive heart failure. So I think I had fluid on my lungs then as well, and my heart was overworking itself. So in a sense, it's like a small heart attack.
Yeah, he's the youngest guy I ever met to have a heart attack.
Right. So I was in the hospital for a whole week, like from July 1st to July 7th. And they ran a bunch of tests on me, and I couldn't leave the hospital until they gave me this this vest and a heart monitor. So when I put the vest on, if
Gave
my
him a
heart,
portable defibrillator.
there you go. And if my heart had a regular heartbeat, this thing would shock me. So I had to carry around. I put the vest on. You really couldn't see it as it was under my clothes, but I had this big ass berry pack on the side of me. So it really looked really fucked up. Me wearing this berry pack, walking around and stuff like that. And then on top of that, I hardly would wear it because it was just awkward to wear. So if I had a heart attack, but I didn't want to wear the vest either. So, and when I was in the hospital, Stefan came visit me, and you can tell this part of it.
Oh yeah, what was it? Was it the nurse or the doctor? One of them came in and they thought I was him. And I was like, nope, not me.
Yeah, they were like, "Are you going home?" And he like,
Right.
"Oh no, I'm not him." And
Yeah.
the way he said it was like, "Not me, sick? No, not never, ever."
Heart attack at 25? Get out of here.
So yeah, so from then at 2009, I think I was like 24. Well, at 24, 25, that's when the health issues started, and I got better, and I didn't need the vest anymore, so I returned that back to the hospital. I wear it at work and everything. I used to work at Panera Bread when all this was going on, and they used to call me J5 because I had the berry pack and everything like that, and I laugh at it because it was pretty clever. So I have no problem you poking fun of me. If it's funny, I'll accept it. But
That's generally how it works.
right, but if it ain't though, I might have something to say. So, and then in 2017, I had trouble seeing. So one day out of the blue, like everything looked like it was just like my eyes like real sensitive to the light. So it looked really funny. And I kept asking people like, is something on? Is something going on? The lights around in the workplace and everything. I'm like, no, nothing's wrong with the lights. I'm like, you sure? Like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. And then at night, things are really fucked up. So I'm like, okay. And I went and got my eyes examined. I went to the Vision Works, and they were looking at my eyes, and they saw swelling. I had swelling behind my retina. They saw swelling behind my retina, so they told me to go to another specialist. I went there, and they saw like the blood vessels were really filled. My blood really filled behind my eyes, and they were like, "You gotta go to the hospital. We gotta figure what's going on. Why is this causing your blood vessels behind your eyes to be swollen?" So I go to Johns Hopkins, and I spend, I think, 7 days in there. I was in there for almost over a week, and what it was is that I had brain fluid that was just building up behind my eyes, causing the blood vessel behind my eyes to swell, and was fucking up my vision. So they had to cut into my head. I have a scar here, but you can see it. But I have a shunt here on the side. So they cut into my head. I have a scar here. Excuse me. And they put a shunt. What the shunt does is it takes the fluid that's developed in my brain and has it drain down here to my stomach. And when they put that in there, I was good to go. And I've had no problems with my vision since then. I do probably need glasses, but they were afraid that I would lose my vision if I didn't get that rectified, as soon as possible.
Yeah, that build up of pressure on the retinas will do that.
Right. So that was probably the most annoying, painful, agonizing visit in the hospital because I had the fluid build up. What they would do, what was it called? Lumbar puncture. So they would take this big ass fucking needle, put it in my lower back to drain the spinal fluid. So the hard part about that, not only because of the bigger needle hurt and everything, but I could feel them wiggling the needle, and they were tapping my spine, and that was painful. So they did that about 2 or 3 times until they realized they really couldn't drain any fluid. And then they had me hunch over on the bed. They had me curl up in the fetal position on the side of the bed. So then they finally had me go to the X-ray? They laid me on the bed, and they had to X-ray me to do it. And that was the easy way to do it, because then they put the needle straight down instead of trying to do it from me standing up or sitting down. So that was a very painful experience, and I hated every moment of it. And then we get to 2018, where I invited Stefan to a Christmas party in my job, and at that day, I can remember very vividly that something was wrong, because when we were walking to the party, I was just felt like I was just getting out of breath. I'm this walk is not that far, and I was walking around. I was I just don't feel the same. I was something is off, and I think I don't know if I told you. I was just saying to myself I probably got a cold. I'll get over it. But then kind of found out I was just putting on fluid, and then fast forward, we all know that story. They gave me the defibrillator at August of last year, so I have that now in me instead of outside of me. I still got my catheter. They're asking me if I want to do in-home dialysis or if I want to get the fistula in my arm. I don't want the fistula because I don't want to get stuck every day with needles with the catheter. They just hook the tubes up, but they says it's not the best method of dialysis because by being open, I can catch an infection. Mm-hmm. So that's also dangerous. But if I do the in-home dialysis, which I am leaning towards, they says a possible risk of me getting an infection. Then the shunt I have, which drains into my stomach, that can get affected and then go into my head. So it's a what the fuck moment there too. And on top of that, I got a hernia. So.
Yeah, you are a 33-year-old man in a 70-year-old's body.
Yay, me.
So you're going to have to blame your parents for that genetic anomaly.
Right, so. It is what it is. I'm just glad that, one, I feel a whole lot better than what I did when I actually was sick. 2, I'm making progress with, at least seeing the transplant people. I don't know what's going to happen when they see me. Hopefully they say I can't get a transplant. Oh, I need a heart. So I don't need just a kidney. I need a heart and a kidney because my heart is not as strong as it should be.
I keep telling you got to get that workout
going.
Look,
I'll be working out. I'll walk around the mall. That's what they told me to do. Like I said, I walk around the mall. So I walk around the mall. But it probably does not help that I go get cookies or a pretzel sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't help.
But that's my treat for myself. So Aunt Annie's. And
so you gonna have to start power walking through the mall. You got to get that heart pumping.
I ain't doing what the old men be doing. I ain't doing nothing like.
They said get that sway going.
Nah, I ain't doing that. I walk though. I walk. So, you know, and I think the biggest thing is me have a positive outlook. Like, if I'm feeling better, I don't feel like, okay, I'm not gonna get better, or like I won't get a transplant. That's one thing I'm going to look into is like, one question about one of my doctors has, like, you know, do you need a heart and a kidney? But you like you need both. But however, we're gonna let the trans people determine that, because if you get a new kidney, it's your heart gonna be strong enough to pump blood into that new kidney. So right. I haven't had any hiccups with my defibrillator. It hasn't shot me. You know, Lord willing, it don't have to, but it's there as a precaution that if something does tinker, something goes wrong in my heart, it's there as a safety net. So, and is there any more health? I got any more health problems?
I mean, other than the myriad that you currently have?
Yeah, they leave anything out?
I mean, I guess your doctor let you know that one.
Damn.
When they checked out the podcast.
So, yes, that's where we're at. So, things are looking up, and hopefully the appointment goes well. If anybody wants to give me a kidney, I'm O positive. So, you want to donate? Hit me up on the email podcast or my social media. Let me know what you want to give me. You know, I thank you for listening. I appreciate y'all listening, subscribing. So checking me and stuff on out.
I'm the healthy one.
Yeah, I don't think nobody questions your health. You know, it's not like two sick people. It's just one sick person and his best friend help him out. So, does my health ever, like, you know, do you ever think about it like, oh, damn, it's fucked up, or is that my friend is saying? You don't have no kind of moments like that? No. You look at me like you won't say nothing.
I mean, I think about what my reaction would be if, you know, things would have taken a turn for the worse, but it'd probably be the same reaction that I have if anybody close to me dies. Well, gonna have to rearrange my weekend.
'Tis his life.
It has to go on. Love you to death, but yeah, life has to go on.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I don't think of the negativity of it, because I think that would just put somebody or put me in a downward spiral into a rabbit hole that you can't get out of. So
right,
I don't dwell on the negative. You know, I've gotten some bad news, plenty of times. You know,
see, I mean, the difference is you have outlets. Some people who go into a negative spiral don't. And speaking of outlets, we recapping.
Yeah. So. Some of my favorite moments of the podcast have been when we talk about our personal upbringing, our personal experiences, when people get a chance to already know our lives and what we've been through. Like the first episode when we talked about our differences in upbringing,
right? So,
and then we touch on our experiences in college when we talk about the Fat Boy U admissions. So those have been some of my favorite moments. Is you know, people getting to like know us on a personal level.
So I can say that I don't really have any favorite moments because of the fact that I do all of the editing. So any favorite moment that I have gets drowned out by the fact that I have to watch and listen to these things at least 4 to 5 times as I'm doing the editing and the sound design. So yeah, no favorite moments. I like the moments where we are really enjoying ourselves and we're cracking jokes and I can laugh, but then they get tired after the 4th or 5th. Like, this will be a funny moment until I start editing.
Right. Yeah, because when I first came up with the idea of the podcast, I was like, hey, something, will you do it with me? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, so how we do it? And he was telling me all this stuff, like the RSS feeds and, you know, the download this and and all this other stuff. And I was like, oh, I didn't think it's that that complicated, that intuitive.
Yes,
I just thought
it's that involved.
I didn't know it was like that. But, you know, because everybody doing it. I figured I'd do it too. But I'm glad I had somebody who knows the ins and outs, because I can see myself just probably spend a lot of time myself doing it and trying to figure it out. So to have you do it is a big help. So we appreciate Stefan.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, any other moments you got?
I said, I think in some of my favorite moments, at least from the editing process, that, you know, when we're just generally geeking out. So when we're talking about, our hobbies and our interests, so I enjoy those the most because it's more fun and less serious.
Yeah, I don't want to be too serious. I don't want to be like NPR or any other. I think it's a lot of. It's like different various podcasts out there. I just want to be a good mix of us and be authentic to ourselves.
Right, and to the conversations that we typically have.
Right.
So yeah, those would be my favorite moments. Because again, I have to watch and listen several times. So any moment that has me laughing, at least the longest duration. So a lot of the superhero talk and the movie talk.
Yeah, we don't get more to them. So that wasn't the end of it. We're gonna definitely talk about more superheroes, more comic books, more movies. Because some news came out recently about Spider-Man.
Yeah,
we called it. Something to get fucked up.
They fucked up.
So hopefully that gets back on track.
We'll see.
Hopefully. What else is going on in the news? We're gonna do a quick hot takes. The Amazon fires.
Bolsonaro set them bitches ablaze.
So will you tell me what happened that the indigenous people have won a case, right?
The indigenous Amazonian tribes, they won this really big court case against all of the, the lumber corporations, the oil corporations to keep the areas of the Amazon protected. And then next thing you know, big ass blaze engulfs the Amazon rainforest, and the president of Brazil, who is beholden to these corporations and these companies, is pretty much just laughing his ass off. So he intentionally set them bitches on fire.
That nigga said, "Move, bitch, light your ass on fire."
Said he trying to make that money.
That's fucked up.
Gotta love corruption, baby.
Oh yeah. And what else is going on? Spider-Man, Amazon fires. Oh, and the chicken wars is going on outside.
You don't know.
The chicken sandwich wars.
So I gotta make sure I ain't in the crossfires. The fuck you mean the chicken wars going on outside?
Popeye's chicken sandwiches versus Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, and it's like, which one is better?
Is that a thing people care about?
Yeah, it's all over social media.
See, I'm glad I don't have social media. That would just upset me.
Yeah, it's bad.
I used to work at Popeyes, so Popeyes?
Oh, I forgot you worked at Popeyes.
For years.
I forgot you worked at Popeyes. What goes in the batter?
Egg. It ain't nothing special.
Nothing special?
It ain't nothing special.
Well, there you go, folks. Ain't nothing special in that damn sandwich. Yeah, so the biggest, it's a big old, which is better, and it's been created by the internet, and I had the sandwich the other day I think I had it on Thursday. Mm-hmm. The hype was just kind of just starting, so, but it's okay. It's a fucking chicken sandwich. They didn't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
So, but what I would say this though, what would set it off if we had some Chick-fil-A sauce top that Popeye's chicken sandwich.
If we had what now?
Chick-fil-A sauce.
See, I don't eat fast food like that, so what the fuck is Chick-fil-A sauce?
It's like their own mayonnaise ketchup, something special kind of sauce they have. Chick-fil-A got, the sauce, they got Polynesian. That's like sweet and spicy, sweet and sour. They got the Chick-fil-A sauce, like mayonnaise ketchup, put something else in there. They got, their ranch is really good too. I sound real fat right now.
I'm telling you trying to get a new heart, brother. Calm that the fuck down.
I slip right now and then. I ain't supposed to have fast food like that, but I slip every now and then. So
you trying to get a new heart? Calm that the fuck down.
So, but yeah, it's okay. They ain't nothing special about it, but they having videos of people going to Popeyes and fighting in the drive-through, fighting and getting inside of it to get a chicken sandwich. Find the employees and cussing them out and things like that.
I'm pretty sure most of that is staged.
It probably is.
Ain't nobody fighting no goddamn body for no Popeye's chicken sandwich.
If you can't, if people been calling something like, hey, you got them, they we sold out, or they get there we sold the last one, and it'd be some kind of commotion. But the internet is the internet, so you can't take it off of what it is.
Yeah, that's an echo chamber that everybody needs to escape from at least a little bit of their day.
Yeah, because I went to the one off of Parent Parkway, off of Joppa Road. I went to Popeyes there. 2 lines wrapped around the fucking building, and they got people outside taking orders like they do at KFC, Chick-fil-A.
I mean, people get lazy because, again, I used to work at a Popeyes, and them lines could get long as hell for some goddamn chicken because you don't want to go home and cook your damn self.
That's very true. That's why they're there. So it's just, I think it's more upsetting to see because it's like the fight's one thing, and then on top of that, what I think about too is like, damn, all that money we put into a Popeyes being put into a black business, but that's a whole nother episode. So
yeah, I mean Popeyes is franchised, so it might be a black business.
Where?
It's franchised, so
you're right. Okay, it could be. Let's hope so.
Any other hot takes?
Nope. That was all I had.
All right, so let's sum it up again. He's doing better health-wise. He might get a kidney. Hopes and prayers.
Well, I might get a kidney, might get a heart and a kidney, or I might get nothing, be on dialysis the rest of my life. Hope it's not that, because dialysis ain't too bad. The downside to it,
it's definitely not the best option.
It's not the best option, yes. It's just that the worst I feel is I feel tired afterwards. And on Fridays, I really feel it. Like, I just be out of it. Like, I just don't have the energy to do shit after I come home. So that's like the worst part of my whole experience. Like, Monday, I'm fine. Wednesday's like, okay, we got one more day. And then Friday, I'm done. Like, I want to go out on Fridays, but I just don't have the energy to.
So, and lastly, we 15 episodes in and we still going strong. I guess we're going to keep this train going. It ain't derailed yet. What? I'm just being honest.
Yeah, you're right.
So, as always, check us out on YouTube. Hit us up on our Gmail, yourfavoritefatboys@gmail.com. Listen to us on SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Music Play, and iTunes to get your favorite Fat Boys fix. And as Jarron pointed out in the beginning of this episode, I'm going to have a special little video / podcast that's going to just have a recap of everything that we've done up until this point in time. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be pretty funny.
Absolutely. What's up? My name is Jarron, and this is my friend
Stefan, a.k.a. Mayhem, a.k.a. Mr. Steal Your Girl, a.k.a. Mr. Give Your Girl Back because you're too high maintenance for me, a.k.a. Mr. Paper Stacks, a.k.a. I probably ain't got no money, a.k.a. Captain Saberho, a.k.a. All Garden Tools Matter, a.k.a. Give the Power to the People, a.k.a. Fight the People, a.k.a. Mr. Wash Your Meat, a.k.a. You Probably Shouldn't Do It, a.k.a. The Pied Piper, a.k.a. Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife, a.k.a. The First Black Superhero, a.k.a. Media Man, a.k.a. Mr. Ivy League, a.k.a. Questionable College Admission, a.k.a. Stephen L. Miles, a.k.a. The Glove Doesn't Fit, a.k.a. Pablo Escobar, a.k.a. You want to party, bro? A.k.a. The Web Slinger, a.k.a. Your Friendly Neighborhood Black Man, a.k.a. Mr. Rambo of the Hood, a.k.a. AR-15 Killer, a.k.a. The Rap Demigod, a.k.a. number 500 on the Billboard Top 100, a.k.a. The Antisocial Injustice Warrior, a.k.a. Bend the Knee.
So what's our topics for today?
Today we're going to talk about, let's call it health and wellness. So we got a couple of things that we want to discuss. We want to talk about Dr. Sebi because there's been a lot of news circulating in the air about him recently because of a certain incident that we're going to actually touch on today. We're going to talk about vaccinations because all of this ties into health. We're going to talk about Nipsey Hussle. So today we're going to talk about something that's very near and dear, my favorite thing, one of my favorite things in the world. Endgame.
Yes.
Endgame.
We're going to talk about Endgame. We're going to talk about Marvel movies. We're going to talk about DC versus Marvel. Just touch on superhero movie genre, in general.
So today we're going to be talking about politics. Specifically, something that's been in the media, the abortion laws that the South has been passing because they're kind of fucked up. Mm-hmm. So we definitely want to touch on that, and we want to talk about Baltimore in our special picks for mayor. We're going to be talking about what the FDA has recently said about washing your meats in the sink, and we're going to also talk about some of the celebrity doctors on TV that I take issue with. Dr. Oz and Dr. Phil.
Mm-hmm. And advice from your boy Steve Harvey.
So today we're going to be talking about some of our favorite African-American celebrities who have been in the news recently. So we're going to talk about Jussie Smollett, that crazy shit. And we're going to talk about R. Kelly, and we're going to talk about Michael Jackson. And if we, have a little bit of time, we might even talk about some Cardi B. All right, today we're going to come back with some more hero talk. So we just recently saw X-Men Days of Future Past, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, no, I'm sorry, not Days of Future Past, but Dark Phoenix. And so we're going to talk about Dark Phoenix. We're going to talk about the X-Men franchise as a whole, because you know how we love our superheroes here. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about movies that are so bad that they're good. I mean, just terrible from all standpoints, but if you can just sit and watch and enjoy. Today we're going to talk about the cost of education, because what they say is too damn high. Yeah. And we're also going to talk about how you navigate your job market and job politics. So today we're going to be talking about the cost of freedom in the United States of America's justice system and how people with more money tend to get off on various crimes and how celebrities get less time. And we're going to talk a little bit about When They See Us, the Central Park 5, that series and the accompanying documentary that came out prior to the series coming out. Today we're going to talk about drugs. More specifically, we're going to talk about the opioid crisis that is racking our nation right now, drug issues that are happening in Baltimore on a consistent basis in the past and currently. We're also going to talk about a recent methadone shooting that occurred.
So today we're going to talk about just another hero talk, and we're going to talk about our review of Spider-Man Far From Home.
So yeah, it's hero time, baby. So we're going to definitely get into it, and we're also going to talk about the Comic-Con announcements, because the San Diego Comic-Con just occurred. Today we're going to talk about the shootings that just occurred recently in El Paso and Dayton. We're going to also talk about the ICE raids that are going on as we speak, actually. They're still ongoing.
Today we're going to make y'all mad because we're going to do a top 25 MC list real quick.
Today we're going to talk about Jay-Z's entertainment deal with the NFL and how people are viewing that, and Colin Kaepernick, the whole NFL situation as a whole.
I have a few questions for you. Has Baltimore ever had a good mayor, a decent mayor? How do we get to the people who are going for those positions to make sure they don't kind of, divert to that? What is lobbying? What is the big crime of them being here? What's affluenza? So, who put the economy up? We saw Far From Home when it came out. What was your thoughts of it? Why are you giving me a horse ring license to curb my addiction? So you say that they're losing money. How so? And when you go through the process of becoming a U.S. citizen, I've heard it costs a lot of money, and it takes people sometimes even years.
Oh yeah.
Why does it take so long? So how do we get there? Like, how does a person get to that point where, like, you know what, I'm gonna do it by any means necessary that I want to get my fix? What's worse? The crack epidemic hit Baltimore, or the opioids going on right now? What should gun reform be? What's your experience with guns? So when we talk about these mass shootings, one, why they happen so often? What's your favorite line from Bun B? What's your feelings about Pusha T? Well, you don't like Pusha T? Okay, well, I guess, do you think his teachings could eventually lead to a cure? Where the bus, Kathy? What is the benefit of saying, no, you can't have a choice? How can we show better support to, for women who, that way they have their choice? Do we care about women? Do we care about women's health? Is there anybody that you do like? Damn. What's the story behind the Pied Piper? Is it better get a trade, or is it better to, get the loan to take out for school? Why is the college loan held to such a high standard then? One, what do you think is better, a degree or a trade? And then two is, do you think that, because Bernie Sanders is proposing that the 1.6 trillion college deficit get wiped out? What do you think I'd be good at as a trade? Do you still enjoy your field? And how many black people are in your field? When you start your own company then? So you got to play that game. and that way you can hire me so I get some benefits. What if you gave them a living wage? So what do you think about When They See Us? I mean, who hasn't worked fast food jobs and you even taking the food? So what you saw right now, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me. How can you protest the NFL but you still want to enjoy the sport? Who carry around bleach and a noose? What if Norman Osborn would be black? Let's talk about our friendship. How long we know each other?
What, I've known you since you were, 15?
Yep. You know what you said to me when you first met me?
You look young as shit. I will never forget that. You were standing there looking young as shit. So I told you look young as shit.
That's not how you introduce, or that's not how you, begin a friendship.
At no point in time did I expect that you were going to be my friend, especially, this many years later. I saw some fresh-faced little guy you wasn't little, sitting on the porch of my friend's house, and I said, you know what, you look young as shit.
Fresh-faced?
Yeah, 17 years.
17 years of friendship. You've been a good friend, thank you. Thank you for doing this with me. I appreciate it a lot.
It's not a problem. I mean, I got abundance of free time.
So do I.
I mean, not as much as you. I got a job.
That kind of cut.
I mean, Jay-Z is a business owner. Isn't the point of the business to sell out and make money?
Well, sell how? Like sell your soul? Like say, fuck everybody that you was riding with?
Well, I mean, whoever gonna give me the most money to do it. As soon as I find out what I can sell out with. What you offering? What I got to give?
So if you can't figure out, you get to be the sense that we pro-choice. Women should have the right to choose. Because we two geeks at heart anyway, so.
Yeah, I've been in the comic books since I was a small tyke. Been reading them, been drawing, always loved comic books, so definitely special to me.
Yeah, I've been in comic books since I was a little kid. So, this is how we, let out our inner geeks. We talk about, the Marvel movies, superhero movies period, and all the nerd stuff that goes out there. Actually, there's a word for us. I know you heard it. Blurs.
What the fuck is blurs?
Black nerds.
Black nerds. We can't just be nerds and be black?
I did probably maybe 2 semesters of community college, and I realized that it was not the route that I wanted to go, so I did not continue further my education. But Stefan over here got his good old degree.
Yeah, I got a bachelor's of science in computer science.
There you go. He making that money.
Don't tell nobody that.
Sorry. If you want to jump my bones the first day, I'm all for it.
I'm not going to slut shame you. I'm
right.
sorry. I am an open liberal individual. If the mood is right, and we both we get finished with the date, and you're like, you know what, penis. Let's just get to playing with it. Sure. If we both feel the same way, what's to stop us? We're grown ass consenting adults.
Right. Consenting.
Yes. Consent is a huge part of that.
Right.
Twit. That's what I say at night.
Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for y'all watching. Appreciate y'all.
Peace out.
Peace.